deprived of my First Amendment rights when I was fired from my teaching position.
Right now it's 6, breaking news. A former Wisconsin chancellor fired over porn films wants his job back.
And a Wisconsin senator reacts to President Trump's immigration policies and raids.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Well, a new twist in the Joe Gao saga. He still wants to teach.
News 8 Now's Allison Fergit joins us live in the newsroom with the latest. Allison.
Ken and Emily, Gao is filing a federal lawsuit to be reinstated as a professor at UWL. In 2023, the university discovered he and his wife, Carmen Wilson, appeared in online pornographic videos. UWL removed him as chancellor in December 2023. After a months-long battle, the UW Board of Regents removed his tenure and fired him as a professor. Gao says his firing violated his free speech rights and that the videos he created were not obscene or illegal. I spoke with Gao earlier about the significance of him filing the lawsuit today.
According to the plan that I had made with President Rothman before all the controversy, I would have been going back to the classroom today. And so it's very fitting that we're filing this lawsuit to try to get me back into the classroom, because I really miss teaching. I have a lot to offer, and this just isn't right.
And so far, no response from UWL or the Universities of Wisconsin Board. We will continue to provide updates as this story develops. Ken and Emily.
Allison, thank you.
Wisconsin Supreme Court candidate Brad Schimmel today getting a strong show of support from Senator Ron Johnson.
I am proud to endorse Brad Schimmel. I'll also say he's been working his tail off. He's demonstrating that he will represent the people of Wisconsin.
Schimmel is facing Democratic-backed Dane County Circuit Judge Susan Crawford in the April 1st election. The winner will decide whether the court leans 4-3 liberal or flip to a conservative majority.
Wisconsin Republicans are taking aim at the governor's partial veto power. Lawmakers are calling for a constitutional amendment to only allow governors to veto entire sections of a spending bill. Since 1930, a Wisconsin governor can strike certain words and phrases as long as that doesn't create new words. Last year, Republicans drafted a public education spending increase to last only 2 years. Evers crossed out a 20 and a dash to have that increase last the next 400 years. The state Supreme Court is considering a lawsuit over that action. Republicans do need to approve this amendment in 2 consecutive legislative sessions before it can appear on a state ballot. Across the U.S. and beyond its borders, President Donald Trump is cracking down on illegal immigration.
ICE reports almost 1,000 arrests and more than 500 detainees yesterday. Those numbers are from at least Metro Atlanta, Puerto Rico, Colorado, LA, Austin, and Chicago. ICE agents reportedly now have a quota of 75 arrests per day. Other federal agencies are helping find undocumented immigrants. Today, Wisconsin Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin reacted to President Trump's immigration raids and roundups.
There are folks here right now who are dreamers, for example, who absolutely need to be given a pathway to citizenship. They have known no other home or country than the United States of America.
Meanwhile, a new Associated News poll shows that 50% of Americans think border security is a top priority, but 64% oppose arresting children who are in the country illegally while they are at school. A man is in custody following a fire in Spring Grove. The fire broke out last week at the 31-unit Spring Grove Manor complex. 28 people made it out safely, but were left without a home. Police quickly arrested 36-year-old Andrew Forrester, a resident of the building. He's now facing arson charges. The fire is still being investigated.
Authorities have identified those involved in a fatal shooting in Eau Claire Saturday. The victim is 21-year-old Andre Simmons Jr. of Chippewa Falls. Responders found him with multiple gunshot wounds just after 2 a.m. Saturday. 18-year-old Demarion Stogner of Eau Claire is in custody for the shootings. His charges include first-degree intentional homicide. The scene remains under investigation.
3 men face charges after a string of burglaries in Winnebago Winneshiek County this month. Police arrested 39-year-old Travis Olson, 51-year-old Troy Sobolik, and 27-year-old Dalton Hagan, all from Cresco, Iowa. Authorities say they found stolen items from 2 Winneshiek County burglaries in their Cresco homes. All 3 face 2 counts of felony burglary.
No serious injuries after an accident in La Crescent today. According to La Crescent police, the driver of the vehicle lost control and struck a tree. That vehicle sustained damage in the crash, but there were no serious injuries reported.
Well, certainly a mild and kind of windy start to the work week, and really that's not going to too much change throughout the rest of the field. If I can talk, the rest of the week as we go forward. But today we definitely got up into the 40s for most areas, 30s up to the north. That wind was the story because we had a little bit of a front come through, but all in all, mild conditions. And this evening, we're not going to see mild conditions continuing. The winds are going to back off a little bit, but still kind of in that 10 to 15 out of the northwest behind this cold front. But there's not too much colder air really behind this. Otherwise, off and on cloud cover. Same story for Eau Claire, a little bit more clouds up there, but still the winds have died off even more, now turned more west, getting just down to 30. So mild for this basically the end of January. Overall high temperatures up to the north 30s they had because of snow cover, and the clouds came in a little earlier. Further south you go, warmer conditions all the way to the mid 40s as you get closer to Prairie du Chien. Winds have died off. Earlier in the day we had 20 to 25 with some gusts over 40, but as the afternoon has progressed and evening they have dropped off, along with that precipitation, which most of that did not reach the ground. It was just cloud cover. So overnight temperatures will stay mild. We're looking at temperatures back into the 20s. A little bit of an activity just north of Rusk County may brush the area, but otherwise the winds will be lighter to start off the day too, but that's not going to change too much. The other thing we got going on with the wind is we got some record temperatures potentially coming this week, and that means maybe 50. So if you're looking forward to more March-like weather, we got that this week.
All right.
We'll break it down a bit later.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Greg.
Well, winter is the perfect time of year to cozy up and read a good book.
La Crosse County Libraries are hosting their annual reading program for adults until March 1st. To participate, you pick up a reading record from any of their locations, then read or listen to 3 books to win a prize from their gift basket.
This program can bring the entire community together in a way where everyone is participating in the same activity at the same time. Reading is such an important part of our lives.
After reading 3 books, you also get entered into a drawing for a $50 Barnes & Noble gift card and their Snow Place-like home mug.
Well, tax season is here, and an expert shows how to make filing easier.
Plus, workers are on the move. More than half of Americans are searching for new work in 2025.
This winter, raise a glass to quiet luxury with elevated looks from Ashley. During the New Year's Toast to Style sale, discover timeless rooms starting at $17 per month to make 2025 your most stylish year yet. Pay 0% interest until January 2030, only at Ashley.
Join News 8 now for the 102nd Annual Westby Ski Jump, January 31st and February 1st. Athletes from all over the world compete at speeds exceeding 50 miles per hour on the Olympic-sized ski hill. Visit snowflakeskiclub.com to buy a button today.
At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want and the phone plan that's right for you. You can get both. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Wow, kids, that's like us not having to choose between tickets to wrestling or that puppet musical.
We want a great phone and a great plan too, don't we, little guy? Totally.
Get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90. No trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us.
Your job title shouldn't define you, but in the job I'm running for, it should. I'm Brad Schimmel, and justice is my life's work. Helping Wisconsin's most vulnerable, stopping elder abuse, taking on human traffickers, putting pedophiles behind bars, and leading the Sexual Assault Kit Initiative, clearing 4,000 backlogged tests so survivors could finally get justice. For me, it's not a title. It's my mission statement.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer. American Waterworks. For more than 30 years, American Waterworks has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
Ashley's Stellar Sleep Celebration is going on now. Snooze now and pay later with 0% interest for 60 months in-store only. And receive a $300 gift with purchase. Hurry to your local Ashley store or ashley.com for better sleep and savings today.
The IRS officially started accepting tax returns today. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says the best way for filers to get their refunds within 21 days is to file electronically and to use direct deposit. As for whether you need to hire a tax preparer,
it depends on the complexity of your life. Some people think it's just, oh, I have a lot of money versus not. But if you're just a wage earner, a W-2, by the way, keep your eye out for all these tax documents. They come via snail mail very often. But if you're a wage earner, you could probably do it yourself.
Schlesinger says filers with more complex returns, which could include owning a business, being self-employed, or maybe selling real estate, may want to consider hiring a professional.
More than half of Americans say they're on the hunt for a new job this year, and some of the fastest growing opportunities didn't even exist 25 years ago. An annual LinkedIn report says roles focused on artificial intelligence are among the fastest growing in the country. Travel and experience positions, including travel advisor and event coordinator, also ranked high on the list. LinkedIn senior editor-at-large shared some advice for those thinking about making a switch.
The right way to think about your job is a basket of skills. And the first question to ask yourself is, which of these skills can I put to use somewhere else? And where are the places where I can build some new skills to complement those skills and have an entirely new opportunity?
For those looking to build new skills, LinkedIn recommends volunteering, participating in a job rotation or mentoring program, and exploring your company's tuition reimbursement options. Well, the stage is set for Super Bowl 59, the Philadelphia Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs in a rematch of Super Bowl 57.
And as CBS's Jared Hill reports, ticket prices won't be cheap.
At Super Bowl 59, a rematch 2 years in the making as the Philadelphia Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs prepare for a face-off.
Get down tonight.
Kansas City tight end Travis Kelce hyped up the crowd with his team, Kelce's girlfriend Taylor Swift looking on, after the Chiefs beat the Buffalo Bills 32-29 in the AFC Championship game. The win setting the stage for the Chiefs' 5th Super Bowl in 6 years and could put them on track for the NFL's elusive back-to-back-to-back triple consecutive win.
Champagne for winners. Let's go for that three-peat.
In Philly. Eagles fans stormed the streets, climbing street poles, celebrating the NFC win. Running back Saquon Barkley racing into the end zone 3 times, scoring nearly half the team's 7 touchdowns. The Eagles scoring past the long-shot Washington Commanders 55-23.
We ended up having to play ping pong because anytime we were playing ping pong, the Eagles were winning.
Now, as the Big Easy gears up to host the big rematch, now a ticket won't be so simple. The cheapest tickets on StubHub are going for thousands of dollars. Jared Hill, CBS News.
From Boston to Maine.
Residents along the eastern seaboard rattled after a rare but not unheard of event.
Really, the story of the work week is going to be the breezy conditions, but also very warm temperatures. In fact, we might break a few records. We'll break down how warm we'll get and if we got any precipitation in the forecast. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Around here, neighbors come together to make each other better. We're taking the same approach with healthcare. Gunderson Health System and Bellin Health have come together to form Amplify Health, giving you more of what's important in healthcare. More caring, more listening, more to feel good about on your way to feeling better. Overall, just a little more heart. Amplify Health by Gunderson. A little empathy changes everything.
Must have been hard to adjust with everything going on.
Didn't know how to air your grievances.
Maybe things got too heated.
Or the cost of running was too high.
All right, I did it. Okay? I don't know what I'm doing. I need an expert.
I've heard all I needed to. Great job, Brooke. Freedom is rights.
You have the right to a great company with over 50 years of combined experience.
That's just a matter of conditioning.
G&T, closing the case on all your heating and air conditioning needs.
Does Random Starship Mortgage sponsor your kids' T-ball team? I doubt it. Firefighters Credit Union is a strong, reliable lender that has been a proud member of the community for nearly a century. Trust Firefighters Credit Union for your next home loan. Call Matt or Troy today.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Signs build brands, create impact, and grab attention. Signorama Lacrosse is your full-service sign center. We use the latest technology and highest quality products to produce custom signs, vehicle wraps, banners, wall murals, window graphics, and trade show displays. Signorama Lacrosse Design Services will help create the perfect sign to advertise your product or business. We can custom make any type of sign, including box signs, channel letters, custom logos, digital graphics, and directory signs. Signorama Lacrosse, locally owned, globally known.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
A magnitude 3.8 earthquake rattled parts of New England this morning.
People from Boston to Portland, Maine felt it. The U.S. Geological Survey said the quake was centered about 7 miles southeast of York Harbor, Maine, and struck at a depth of about 8 miles.
A USGS seismologist says they don't think there's a connection between this quake and the one felt in northern New Jersey and New York on Friday afternoon.
Not too common for quakes to happen on the East Coast.
Yeah.
No, I guess not.
I guess not. Not something that I'm well versed in. Greg could probably explain it a little bit better. But Greg, in our neck of the woods, some mild temperatures coming.
Yeah, we don't have any. We could get some frost quakes around here. That's kind of a term we get with frost depth, but I've experienced enough in California and being in Alaska. But overall, we're pretty quiet. But as Ken said, we got mild conditions. That's really going to be the overall theme of this week is above average, although we will have some periods of wind coming with it too. Tonight, lighter winds, still mild overnight. We have more mild conditions for Tuesday. Windy also, especially in the afternoon, and those windy conditions will probably go all the way through Wednesday morning. We have another cold front that's diving south, so maybe some flurries Tuesday night, but very low chance on that. Colder on Wednesday, and colder really means we're going to drop from what we saw Tuesday, but we're still going to be well above average, so it's not going to be anything type of real cold conditions. But overall, as you wake up tomorrow morning, we're looking at light winds in the 20s, off and on cloud cover, but the winds will remain light early in the morning commute. They will start picking up as we go throughout the morning hour. There's that little bit of light snow here. You can kind of see it mainly north and east of the area with spottiness towards I-94. That's because of a warm front lifted north. Most areas will not see any of this reach the ground, but further northeast you might. That'll continue the winds. You'll see a little bit of clearing for a lot of areas, especially further south of I-90 through the morning, mid-morning, early afternoon. The wind will be the story. It'll turn around to the west in the afternoon, and then we're going to have more clouds expand Tuesday evening as the cold front gets close. That'll come through Tuesday night. That'll bring the winds northwest. More cloud cover, and here's that little bit of flurry shower activity possible for areas north of and east of I-94 probably Tuesday night. Once again, most areas will probably remain dry, but we will have cloud cover and colder temperatures. At least it'll feel colder than what we've had for Tuesday. Wind, as I mentioned, really light winds pretty much in the morning, 5 to 10, but it won't take long for these winds to really start picking up in the morning hour. Probably by 9 to 10, you'll already start 15 to 20, and by noon, potentially 20 to 25 out of kind of a generally west direction, maybe west-southwest. That'll increase in the afternoon, but then start turning a little bit towards the evening commute, more northwest and slightly less, but still breezy. And then going through Tuesday night into Wednesday, it's still going to remain kind of breezy. Those winds will start off breezy Wednesday, then kind of die off in the afternoon. Tomorrow's highs could be warmer than today, depending on location, but I think further up towards Ladysmith, Rusk County, they'll get closer to 40. They'll have a little bit of snow cover to keep the temps down a little bit, but close to 50 further south you go. Could be record highs in some spots. We'll probably be a few degrees off, but that could change for tomorrow, especially as we go for Eau Claire too. And then as we go on for the next few days, Wednesday lows, these will be where the snow shower chance comes into play Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. But fairly mild to wake up. Wednesday's highs 30, so it's going to be colder, but still well above average. The winds will be less in the afternoon. And better news if you like mild temps or even warm temps. Temperatures Thursday, potentially 50s with light winds too. That's a bigger story too. And we could set records. They're in reach definitely for La Crosse and even Eau Claire. There's a potential we could see a few records getting up in the 50s. And the mild conditions continue Friday and even for most of the weekend too. There is a snow rain chance Saturday night into Sunday, followed by a cold front that'll bring our temperatures back down at least closer or a little bit below average to start the week. So here's our really our March type weather or thaw we've kind of been looking forward to. But yeah, 50. Definitely possible.
Almost can't believe it.
With no snow on the ground, it's not going to be hard to get to those temperatures.
That's true. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, honoring the Axeman, the former Brewers relief pitcher to be enshrined later this year. Plus, Wisconsin men's basketball continues to rise in the rankings. Here's one of the reasons why they scored a big win yesterday. Jacob is next.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
We've done many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
You come alive in the dead of winter and start work early on snow days because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to move, plow, blow, and thrive in the winter. So when the snow falls, you could rise to meet it.
Right now, receive 0% APR for 60 months and up to $2,300 off BX Series tractor packages. Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $5,600 in average finance savings.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
Here at Maxwell White, we know how valuable your time is. From issues with your hot water to slower clogged drains, our team is always on time with friendly service and solutions you can trust. Don't wait. Contact Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
After a tough loss last Tuesday to snap a 7-game win streak, the Badgers looked determined to get back in the win column yesterday as they never trailed in a 23-point victory over Nebraska. Wisconsin matched its third highest single game total for three-pointers in school history, going 17 of 37 from deep in the victory. John Tonje led the way with 27 for the home side, while John Blackwell added 14 and Kamari McGee logged 11 off the bench. It's the 13th time UW has hit the 80-point mark this season, but the story of this one was the defense, holding the Cornhuskers to just 55 points, and that was a big emphasis in practice during the week.
We knew after Tuesday's game that we had to step it up defensively. We seen that. We put 80 on the board, but we still lost. So we knew that it wasn't our scoring, but the other end. So, just when we came back into practice, we just locked in a lot more than we had been on defense, and just had to turn it around and come out this game better defensively, and we did.
The Badgers moved up one spot to number 17 in the latest men's AP rankings, and they'll hit the road for 2 more away games this week at Maryland on Wednesday and Northwestern on Saturday. Well, today the Brewers announced that former relief pitcher John Axford will be inducted into the team's Wall of Honor. Axford is third all-time in club history in saves with 106. The Axeman pitched 263 and 2/3 innings, while the crew striking out 318 hitters. Some of his best moments came in Milwaukee, his major league debut back in 2009, and then a career-best 46 saves in that special 2011 campaign, which was the highest in baseball that season. The franchise has not yet announced the date of the ceremony. And in case you somehow haven't heard, it'll be a rematch of the Super Bowl number 57 in 13 days when the Eagles and Chiefs do battle from New Orleans. Philadelphia dominated Washington yesterday, scoring 7 rushing touchdowns. Meanwhile, Kansas City once again fended off Buffalo in another classic. Patrick Mahomes' 5th AFC Championship win, and KC now goes for the first ever three-peat in the Super Bowl era. Gonna be a great game, guys. And let's look at these results here. 1 game left in the season for the News 8 Sports Pick'em between us 4, and Kate and Emily are 1 off.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
I told Jacob I'm going to sleep for about 10 days on this, on who's I decide to win.
Big time question.
I don't know if we're really excited about this matchup.
Exactly.
I know you are too.
Hey, stakes are still high for this battle, though.
Renee Thorson was the winner as well, so congrats to her for that.
All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Whether you have a design emergency or just want to shop the best furniture showroom in the area, the January clearance sale at International Furniture is the best time to buy high-quality furniture with savings up to 70% off retail price on select floor samples. International Furniture, I-90 Exit 2, La Crosse.
Susan Crawford. She's the prosecutor who locked up violent criminals, the judge who's kept them off the street, and the leader who fought for abortion rights. On the Supreme Court, she'll look at the facts and uphold the law. Fair, impartial, common sense. That's Judge Susan Crawford.
For me, being a judge is really pretty simple. There's right and there's wrong, and I'll always do the right thing for Wisconsin.
Live at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Richie McDonald, formerly of Lone Star.
Baby, I'm amazed by
Larry Stewart of Restless Heart. Tim Rushlow, formerly of Little Texas.
God bless Texas.
Together as the frontman at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. Valentine's, February 14th. The music of Lone Star, Restless Heart, and Little Texas. Tickets now at Ticketmaster.com or Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. The frontman, Friday, February 14th. Must be 21 or over to attend.
Whether you have a design emergency or just want to shop the best furniture showroom in the area, the January clearance sale at International Furniture is the best time to buy high-quality furniture with savings up to 70% off retail price on select floor samples. International Furniture, I-90 Exit 2, La Crosse.
All right, wind will be kind of the story for Tuesday and Wednesday, but the mild temperatures on Tuesday, cooling down Wednesday, and that's still above average at 38, but then record high potential on Thursday. Overall, remains dry, maybe some weekend rain or snow, but that's a slight chance. Cooler next week, but enjoy the warmer temperatures this week.
We shall. Thank you for joining us at 6.